Hi everybody, it's David Fleming here from the Toronto Realty blog, and welcome to this week's Pick 5. Now, I was on a listing presentation the other night, and I told the owner that the property would do well because I felt it was the perfect house alternative. Do you ever hear the term condo alternative anymore? I mean, honestly, it's basically the opposite. Condo alternative, like a small house, an alternative to a condo? No, the housing market's expensive. Now we're talking about house alternatives. So what I meant was, in this area, it's in the West End, every young couple wants a house. They can't afford one. I get that. And for, say, $600,000, we had a 2-bedroom condo, split bedroom. You can move in, you can use that as a den, a home office, a place for your drunk friends to crash. And eventually, when the time is right and you have that baby, the baby has their own room. You're not looking for like a den to put the crib into. It's a real bedroom. Now, it also has an outdoor space. Great, but it's not just an outdoor space. It's actually a garden, and there are trees. That's very cool. It's like a backyard. So what I'm saying is, this is effectively a house alternative. It's a condo. So anyways, it got me thinking. 2-bed, 2 baths. Look, that is the new starter home for most couples. A lot of people end up in the junior 1-bedroom or the 1+ den for their first place. On the flip side, I literally just sold a house the other day to people for over $2 million. It is their first home. Those are step skippers. Oof, tongue twister there. But the 2-bed, 2 bath is effectively the starter home for most couples. So I thought today, what the heck? I want to go and look in the East End. I want to look at St. Lawrence Market and Corktown. And I want to show you what I look for when I'm looking at 2 bedrooms. There's a lot of metrics, obviously. So we're looking mainly at size, price per square foot, sure. But also, what's the age of the building? What are the fees like? What kind of amenities are there? How old is the building? What are TTC routes like? What's being built around there? Can I keep talking? Yes, I do believe I can. Okay, so why don't we get right into it, guys? Because I have to get home and see my child who I haven't seen in 4 days. And I will start off by, as always, going to the map. Okay. Sorry, let me just zoom out here. There we go. Okay, so as I said, east side, we're looking at 3 that are bunched pretty close together here in the St. Lawrence Market. Now that's actually 2. It puts 3 dots up. Way to go, MLS. Who would have ever thought Trev would drop the ball on anything, right? Your screen's not frozen. That was me waiting for some sort of effect. Right, so there's 2 here. One of them over at 88 Scott is the furthest one. This is very close to St. Lawrence Market. And then we've got one in Corktown. So what the heck? Let's just go right into it. Okay, 230 King Street East, Unit 716. So 230 King Street East, you think of this and you immediately think, I know, my first condo. Right. Can I pull up maybe like a photo of me, my first condo or something? I have to remember to actually find a photo now. So 230 King Street East, it's a great building. It's a value building. So it's a little bit older. And I don't just mean older in terms of for the area. I think this is 2004, 2005 built. I know from my memory there are 332 units because I used to live there and I quoted that so many times. And location-wise is phenomenal. So, or at least I think it's phenomenal. It's right here at King and Sherbourne. Across the street there is a Starbucks. There is a TTC stop right here, and you can literally, if you live here, stand in the winter in the little rotunda and watch for the streetcar, and all these people that are freezing outside keep looking back at you and hating you for not inviting them inside. So it's a very cool building. The maintenance fees are pretty reasonable. See this? $592.90 per month. Check this out. Hydro, it used to include everything. That's interesting. This is either an error or they've changed it recently, but I actually think they've changed it recently. So that is 71 cents per square foot. 71 cents plus you pay your own hydro. This is an 840 square foot unit, and it is priced at $833 a square foot. Now that has no parking, so remember that. We'll take a look here at bathrooms, a 3-piece, a 4-piece, so they're both full baths. And let's take a look at the layout. Living space is okay. I don't love the sideways couch with the TV on the wall, but we're setting it up for staging. Look, a real 4-person dining room table, that's great. It faces west, which stares directly out at Mozo. You're in that tunnel. A lot of people in Mozo don't like looking at 230 King, and as you would assume, I'm going to finish that sentence and say people at 230 King don't love looking west and staring directly at Mozo. So open concept kitchen, older in terms of, let's go back to it. There you go, you can see painted cabinets, I would almost guarantee it. I think I had the same slate flooring in my place. Really thin, cheap granite, and then a black backsplash, another tongue twister. Definitely staged. You know why I know it's staged? Because this thing here, no one owns one of those. No one knows what they are. Stagers have them. Okay, so here we go. Good shot with the closet actually open. That's one of the bedrooms. That's the second one. Note that it is a very small bed and right up against the wall. Remember, two people sleeping in a bed don't really want to jump over top of each other unless that's your thing, right? That was weird. And then here's the master. So at least you've got a little bit of room here. The point I'm trying to make is that if you're staging, you're going to push that bed against the wall to make it look bigger. But in practice, you have to have room to actually walk around and get in your side of the bed. So it's a pretty good layout overall. Has a walk-in closet, which is nice. And the rest of the photos are going to be blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. So what I wanted to show you is the floor plan. So let's take a look here. Note that this bedroom is next to this bedroom. So we don't have a split plan. Most two-bedroom condo buyers, they want a split plan. Now, especially if you're thinking about staying here longer term, whether you are looking to rent this out, whether you are looking to have a kid, whether you're looking to have your friends stay in here, you want a split bedroom. Now, let's say there were certain noises going on in the bedroom. You know what I'm talking about. The alarm clock in the morning. When the alarm clock goes off in the morning and this person sets it, this person's going to wake up. It's much better if you have the split plan. So this balcony here is useless. As I said, it's basically just a small cutout. You're staring and looking directly over at Mozo. But overall, you know, it's a decent play. So let me show you the history of this unit. So they first came out at $679,900. They held back offers. Didn't get what they wanted. Came out at $715,000. So they increased their price. The problem there is, let me do some quick math there, $35,000. That's not enough. If you really wanted to go hog wild, list this at $599. I know it sounds crappy. Read my blog from Wednesday and you'll see what I'm talking about with extremely underlisting. But to go from $679, not get what you want, and then raise it to $715 makes no sense. So they brought it back down with a little reduction to $699.9, and as you can see here, it actually is sold conditionally. So overall, I like it, $833 a square foot, but I think there are better properties. And this is one of them. So check this out. Okay, so we just saw $833 at 230 King, which was built in 2005. This is $796 a square foot, and it has parking, and this building is only 4 years old. Boom, this is the unit of the week. I don't even know what that is. So first, what do we do first? Oh, there's so many things I want to do. Okay, 955 square feet, 759.9. We got 2 real bathrooms, a 4-piece and a 3-piece. We have parking. Problem in this building is there's a parking elevator. I know, first world problems. It's just not the best thing. Maintenance fees, $790.44 divided by 955. I'll save you the math. That's 82 cents a square foot. That's a little high for a building that's 4 years old. But check out the photos, guys. This thing is really pretty. Like, it's a great unit. And it's super bright, corner unit. They've got a pillar, but it's in the corner, thank goodness. And here's your little pull-out table. That's kind of neat, right, for your little dining area. So there off to the side is your dining room / library. I'm going to come back to that thought. Need some time to figure that one out. Okay, sliding door to the bedroom. For those people that don't like it, you're going to have to change that around. So, okay, so now you start to see it's a little bit narrow. I will show you the floor plan in a bit. So let's get to, see, that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful floor-to-ceiling glass, lots of natural light, except that there's going to be a condo right here. But that's fine, right? I mean, it's not going to kill the view completely. So there's your master. It's huge. And we've got the west view. There's your second bed. There's your wallpaper. Okay, so see this giant hole in the ground here? That's time and space, okay? So kudos to them for not really trying to hide the fact, you know, strategically that this thing is facing a hole. Now this is gonna be a big condo and it's probably gonna, not probably, definitely gonna block the CN Tower and the Thumb. That's the Thumb building, that's the L Tower. And south of here too, over here off screen, there is where used to be the Sobeys, and I hated it when I lived at 230 King because they would never have more than one cashier on, and I would argue with them every single night. Once, okay, I shouldn't tell this story. No, I'm going to. Tell me if you think I'm a dick. I don't care. One time I picked up the thing and I paged overhead, and I said, cashier to the front, please, cashier to the front. Like literally there's one cashier. No exaggeration. Okay, let me think about it. 15, 16 people in line, one cashier at the front. It was 6 o'clock on a weeknight. You have one cashier at the front. And I always just say, I can't wait till you go out of business. And guess what? No Frills came in and put them out of business. And now they're building a condo on that site. I don't think that was mean. Okay, so now you can see the condo there. You might wonder what's going on with this gas station. Could another condo go there? Yeah, maybe. If it doesn't, and you've got a condo here and a condo here, you still got a ton of space here and a good view. You can look that way. And as I said, you can look, it's up here somewhere. You can look dead west. Okay, so what do we think about this? Well, I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you this. It was listed at $699,900 and they held back offers and they didn't get what they wanted. So they listed at $759,900. But there's one more thing. Unit 603, I'd like you to meet Unit 903, which is $829,000. So 3 floors higher up, same darn unit, $829,000. This was at $699,000, now on the market for $759,900. I think it's a steal. They are listed, carry the 1, divide by pi. What is that? I actually had to think about it. They're listed $70,000 lower than the other unit. And they've already been burned because they came out low, didn't get what they wanted, and held back. So go in there and buy that thing for $750. It's an unbelievable deal. Now, I will show you the floor plan. Let's scroll out here. Okay, so what we've got, guys, is long hallway, which I don't love. And then we've got the bedroom, which is where the baby sleeps, and this tiny little window. Then we've got that dining room. They had built in that shelving there. I would get rid of that. They had a 4-person table. This shows 6. Get rid of that shelving and you're golden. You'll probably never use that little extendable island. But this is an unbelievable floor plan. You know what? I sent this to a client. I should really take him in there tonight. I'm just checking. Hasn't emailed me back yet. Okay. That's my life. So I love this. I absolutely love this. I'll tell you why. In addition to being a 2-bedroom, and here you have your master, and you have room for a king, and you have your ensuite. And, okay, the pole I thought was in the corner. But you know what? It is in the corner. The floor plan is just a little bit off. So in addition to having, it's a B- living space, this is what does it for me. You have a defined dining area right across from the kitchen where you can fit 6 people, and you've got a 2nd bedroom that's a split plan. And what did I say it was? $796 a square foot. All the storage here. So yeah, it's a long hallway and we're paying per square foot, but you've got all that storage there. I love this unit. Okay, I'm gushing. And I hate this unit, right? Why are things expensive? The answer is supply and demand, right? Except it's not. Certain condos are expensive because they're expensive. That's the one thing about pre-construction condos I've never understood. There is a development coming up in King West right now that is being written about and is being drooled over, and they're going to be looking for $1,400 a square foot. And when they come on the resale market, they'll be selling for $1,700 a square foot. And people will go, why? And then they'll go, yeah, I don't get it. So here we have 88 Scott. This is listed for just shy of $1,100 a square foot. Why? I don't know. Where is 88 Scott? Okay, I'll give you that. It's a really good location. This is Yonge Street. This is 88 Scott. And this is the Birdsey Park. But you know what? Honestly, it doesn't kill me to be over here at Spire or to be over here at 168 King or to be here at 105 George. I get it. It's close to the downtown core, but you don't need to be in the gosh darn thing. Once you get to 88 Scott, you leave what feels like a residential area and you just get into big bank buildings. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I hate this value. $799,800, 2-bed, 2-bath, 735 square feet is $1,088 a square, and yes, it has parking. But honestly, like, oh, great space for that pillar. Yeah, I got a killer view. Okay, was that worth an extra $200,000? Great. Okay, we have nothing to show for, so we're just looking at 3 photos of the view, 4 photos of the view, and that's it. 1 photo of the unit, 2 photos, and then 4 of the view. Awful listing, awful unit. I'm moving on. Did you tell I didn't like that? Okay, it's another building that I've always liked. Now, it's a little further. I mean, it's in Corktown, obviously. It's a little further from the core. Actually, if I do a zoom, you're going to be like, wow, 88 Scott was actually a really good location. Okay, so here's Jarvis, and here's the St. Lawrence Market. And then you've got Sherbourne here, which is where 230 King is. Where are we? Right here. It's past Parliament. It's all the way up here. So yeah, I know it's further out. You know what? It's an awesome unit. $799,900. Let me go to my notes here. Okay, it's 870 square feet. So we're priced at $919 a square. I know it's a little bit high. Well, it's sold conditionally also, so it's good value. So we've got a parking space, we've got a terrace, and the maintenance fees here are 68 cents per square foot. So we'll take a look at the listing. It's actually a very good listing. So it's a penthouse. Okay, so lobby. Okay, so unit. Polished concrete floors, 10-foot ceilings, tons of storage, split bedroom, split bathroom, big open concept space, love the big kitchen, sliders for the bedroom, sliding doors. Some people don't like. We've got gas. Love the ceiling height. Okay, so this is great. Big open concept living dining. That's what I look for in a soft loft. So you've got a huge piece here. You've got a smaller table. They could have staged it differently, I guess. Ugh, that's actually no. I was gonna say, ugh, it's actually kind of neat. It's kind of lofty. This is pushed over to the wall. Let me think. Okay, so the door slides open here. If we didn't have this, we would put the table long ways. We could do 8-person dining. I mean, I see what they're trying to do here. They don't want this door to be open. They're trying to go like this line lined up with here. I don't think it's necessary. It's a loft. Okay, great shot here of how big the actual space is. Really cool unit. It's north facing. What I like about this, see this tree? Let me go back. North facing, there's nothing here and nothing's going to be built. North facing behind you here is a parking lot. You've got trees there. Really great terrace. See, big tree in your face. Who doesn't like that? Okay, and so we've got a master with a king and a walk-in closet and a walk-in ensuite, and that's the second bedroom, which again has the sliding door. You have to like it if you like lofts. Okay, so they chose to do no photos of the amenities. That makes sense. Okay, amenities speak for themselves. Right, okay, so I like this one a lot. It's $9.19 a square. As I said, 10-foot ceilings. Now, what was the other thing I wanted to note? Yes, before I forget. Patio has a gas barbecue line. Fantastic. Now this width of this patio, you see this 2-person table? This width of this patio, and I know because I have a client with the exact same model, this is big enough to put a real 4-person table. You can extend it to 6 if you want. So if you want to forego this here, you can actually do seating, and you're basically adding a room. I don't know what more to say about this one. I think I'm going to move on. It's maybe the fastest pick 5 I've ever done. I'm actually on my last one. I don't know. I might tell you a random story or something. Okay, so let's move on here to the last one, 39 Jarvis Unit 415. So this one gets really interesting. Guys, there's an issue at 39 Jarvis, and that is that the maintenance fees are high. Now, there's also an opportunity at 39 Jarvis. So let's start there. This is $825,000 for 2-bed plus den, 2-bath. It is 990 square feet. It's $833 a square. Okay, so we're not expensive, but we're not dirt cheap. The maintenance fees are over $1,000. That's $1.06 per square foot because this unit is 990 square feet. So the unit itself, it's a little dated, but it's a great floor plan. Big kitchen, right? You're not going to see this kind of size in a newer unit. Again, standard 8-foot ceiling, but note like the traditional features here. You've got room for a dining table. This is a huge living room to the point where they've built in a desk over here. I like the kind of rounded window feature. Here's the balcony. And it's a lot of space. Now it's older, obviously. I would have painted and staged. That's probably why it's not going to sell. Bedroom, again, very traditional in terms of the size. This furniture is driving me crazy. It makes it look small, but it is a really big bedroom. And there's your kind of walk-in closet. Chicken wire, see that? That's the tough part about this building. Everyone has this wire because of chicken wire, pigeons. Now, here's the rub. The St. Lawrence Market, the North Building, which will be done in 2016. Oh yeah, that already passed. Which the government said would be done in 2016 or 17. I don't even care. 18, point is it's not done. They haven't started yet. This will eventually, you would think, be built, and it's going to be a little bit of a blight. Okay, so here's the den. So you effectively have 3 bedrooms. And how do I feel about this? Well, it's $1.06 a square foot. That's expensive. But there's an opportunity to buy units in the St. Lawrence market for a pittance of what they would cost elsewhere. Now let me show you an example of that. So here's a unit that my colleague just sold. 30 Church, unit 807. So yes, it's an older building. You can see here, MTCC 549. But for $1 million, I know that's more than we're talking about. I try to keep everything under 800. The last one was 825. $1 million, 2-bed, 3-bath. Look at the square footage. Okay, this is 1,590 square feet. So what is that? Let's put it up on the screen. $639 a square foot. $639 a square foot. Now look at the maintenance fees. $710. And how many square feet is this? 1,590. Let me get the Casio outs for a second. Just humor me, okay? 45 cents a square foot. So 39 Jarvis, I was talking about how the maintenance fees are high and there are some buildings in the city where high fees will bring the price down. This is the best of both worlds. Okay, this is low fees and low price per square foot. What is it? It's a building that doesn't get a lot of love. It's 30 Church Street, right? But you know what? This is not a bad unit. This, you might actually say, is a steal. It's just an old building and it has old features. But for $1 million, I mean, could you do any better than this? $640 a square foot. I'm actually proud of my colleague for doing this. Look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of this. So the point there, guys, was that, you know, not the best view from here. I hate looking at these, but that's a pretty cool view. So the point here, guys, was I wanted to talk about two things: older buildings and the value that's there, and then higher maintenance fees and what that does to the price. So this is not an example of both. This is an example of older building brings price per square foot down. Now, if you were to have, say, that unit at 39 Jarvis, this one here, at $825, this is not going to sell because the fees are $1.06 a square foot. This is $833 a square foot. So for this location, which is A+, I think that this thing is going to come down in price, and that's strictly because of the fees. So if you were to look at how much you're paying in fees and then say how much you would like to or woulda, coulda, shoulda per month, times every month for, say, the 5-6 years you're going to be there, let's say that's $30,000 to $40,000 more you're paying. But if you paid $300,000 less for the unit, or $200,000, don't you think that's worth it? Some food for thought for some of you that say work for pensions or work in finance, because that is something that I think represents an opportunity. And whereas people are paying $1,100 a square to live at 88 Scott, I think the smarter people are going to start buying in older buildings, maybe where they pay more per month in maintenance fees, just because the acquisition cost is so much lower. Anyways, guys, I tied together two different ideas this week, but what the heck? As I said, this is the shortest pick 5 ever, and I wanted to drag it on. So that's it for this week, guys. 2-bed, 2-bath condos in St. Lawrence Market and Corktown. The new first-time buyer home that's actually a condo. Don't want to end on a depressing note there, but I also have no pearls of wisdom for you this week. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I don't think I will be doing one next week because I'm actually going to Ireland. I don't know why. We're having a family reunion. I'm Irish. Who knew? I've not been out of like this time zone, save for 2 hours behind in Idaho, since 2010. I have absolutely no idea how I'm supposed to work manically while on a trip when I'm 5 hours ahead. Anyways, I'll see you in a couple weeks, guys. Probably come back with an Ireland tattoo or something. Bye for now.